Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 16 of our Morghur the Shadowgave as of Grimmhammer and the Old World campaign. In today's episode, Lord SKROLK is coming on over to throw down a battle of plague versus corruption in its finest form, and actually this is going to be a pretty dangerous fight. Got a pretty elite army here with storm vermin, halberds, sword and shields. He actually has a fair bit of armor, and something that I'm guessing is in his skill tree is actually dropping all of our units' armor by a fair hefty margin. So we're down to 0 on most of our gore, which means they are going to melt away at a moment's notice. And any of his plague spells whatsoever are going to absolutely obliterate our lines. Because anything that plague touches is going to die. So we need to make sure we are stopping SKROLK as fast as we can. So the plan is we are going to kind of smash in and deal with these two heroes here. And SKROLK himself actually has a immunity to contact effects. None of the Corruptor's damage is actually going to take effect on him. So we're going to be applying that to where we can on the Assassin and the Packmaster, which are both dangerous, have a pretty low health pool, and so we should be able to drag them down fairly quickly. Not going to be an easy battle by any means. We are definitely going to come out of here lacking some troopers, but let's see what we can do. Morghur versus SKROLK. And what you heard in the loading screen there was the sound of me trying to stealthily have a drink of water. Failed miserably. So let's go ahead and grab the Ungor Raiders. We do have a little bit of time before the reinforcements arrive, but I think we need to be up and in their faces pretty quickly here. So let's go ahead and set up our Ungor Raiders. I'm going to have them actually a little bit wider in formation than normal, but I am going to still deploy them in a way that ones in the back shouldn't get attacked by rats. At least that's the intention. Where if they shut down one of the groups, the entire line shouldn't stop firing. I'll also go ahead and have basically the Ungor Spears pulling behind them. We're going to go Spears and Archers as a group. Have them in the secondary group, put them all in guard mode so they are not going anywhere. We'll have the Zangor up front. The other two Gore alongside them. And then we will have the spawn moving in as well. Let's go the regenerative spawn on this side with the Slaaneshi uber-fast rampagey spawn over here. We'll do the Hounds of Decay in the woods, fighting with our Centaur. Alright, so this will be our infantry line here. And then everything else. So let's go Razor Gore with the piggies, that way I know they're in a group. Chariot is invisible. We'll try to keep it off to the side, but we may just leave it with the battle pigs either way. Plan is to wrap them around the Assassin. They are fantastic at obliterating low health heroes. Let's grab our Morghur and Doombull, and let's get this battle going. Alright, rats, do your worst. Go ahead and send Morghur in. You really just need to locate the enemy lords and go to town. Let's leave the speedy units back. So where's your Assassin at? In fact, we definitely need to make sure we're dropping down that Vile Entropy on these two units while we can. Looks like SKROLK's going to keep his lads in the back. Grab the two we wanted, so that's going to drop the Deathglow bombs and the Skaven Slave slings. So let's go ahead and lock these boys up. Throw them straight in. I don't know if we'll have time to get here before the reinforcements arrive, which is a little bit spooky. Doombull, go wide. I will give the spawn individual targets if we can. Group 2, you keep moving up as well. We'll try to take the high ground here. What high ground we can. Morghur, let's try to take down the Packmaster. That'd be awesome. They have their own sneaky units. Let's go ahead and smash into this Assassin. Typhus Rat's about to have a horrible day. Go right through there. Please and thank you. They do have the nets to try to stop us, but as long as we're getting on the rat with the bleed effect, he should go away pretty quickly. Just keep smashing the chariots through. Come on, Battle Pigs, you got this. Well, they're fighting the Halberdier Storm Vermin, which is not a fun time for anyone. Set up. Morghur is taking a fair bit of damage here. He likely got the Liber Bobonicus dropped directly on him. Spawner in, but they are losing their fight quite badly. Let's go ahead and try to pull some of this group back. Spears, you stay back here as well. So the Endcore should be tearing right through most of this line. The Spawner getting destroyed. Need these chariots to keep moving. Morgoth, you come around, and let's go ahead and clobber this warlord. These spawners so slow. Alright, Cyntigore, everyone, let's come on away. Assassin is broken. He's likely to come back, but let's get our lads moving. Move the spears in here, just one big blob. Chariots pull out. Aim better be strong. All the archers, let's go ahead and have you guys all set to firing on this chieftain here. He's got a pretty large target for us. We need all of the speed units trying to pull through with their mass. Trying to charge in on these clan rats. Morghur, you can, my friend. Fight this Packmaster, that'd be beautiful. This is a blob of epic proportions. Pull the Battle Pigs away. Vile entropy going down on these two units. I can see these death globes. Let's drop that ammo as much as possible. Work together to drag down SKROLK. Next target, where's the big, large lad? Here's a chieftain. Everyone fire on him. Need the Battle Pigs away from the fight so I can actually get them to that excellent damage on a specific unit. The Battle Pigs, you can, my friends. Bring your porky selves over here to go after these Packmasters. Let's need our Centaur, who are taking a fair bit of damage. Again, pull back and reassign. Dragging down these chieftains, Morghur. The less leadership we're dealing with, the better. Fire on them. Our Doom Bull's unfortunately getting bullied by SKROLK, and that's something we kind of expected. He is very mean. You come on over here and just clobber some clan rats instead. Fight where he is not. Go after that Packmaster. Keep on in and just get that bleed effect wherever we can here. Archers all turn and go after SKROLK. Arguably the most important target here. We're off to pull you away. Find a new Packmaster to punch. Storm Vermin with halberds. Let's ignore them and go after the Night Runners in the back line here. Try to ignore them, that is. Lost a lot of our good units here. Pigs maul them. You guys come on back. Our archers can get rid of SKROLK, or at least get him, he's wounded enough and he's willing to flee. That'd be great. Battle Pigs pull back one more time here. Battle Pigs and Morgoth. And Storm Vermin with halberds. Those are our biggest issue by far. Morghur, let's come after this last Packmaster in this big group here. Chariots are back. Awesome. You guys go after this blob of assassin and halberdiers. Keep those arrows flying. We can actually have you guys go after this Packmaster. That'd be awesome if they could catch them before they recover. Give our targets well here. only the Slaneshi spawn are still here. Or the, not the Slaneshi, the, Nurgle ones. The battle pigs back in. These pigs are some of our most important units here. Also just drop off some poison on this assassin, some bleed on that assassin. Perfect, now come on through. You need to get out of these halberdiers here. SKROLK's leaving. Burn to fire on these rat ogres. I think leadership is going to be the only way here. And we've got him. Ooh, what a battle. Absolutely devastating. Thankfully, we have a lot of our fast movers left over to chase off the storm vermin and important targets here. I can catch you guys in a moment. Alright, well hopefully that was all of the combined might of Clan Pestilence, because almost, well, over 5,000 rats came to fight. They give us 86 dread too. What an absolute shame. We also had to sacrifice the Chaos Spawn that have been with us since the very beginning of the campaign, which is quite sad, but we will remember them well. By having ourselves a lovely snack of what is remaining of SKROLK's forces here. Alright, we yoinked away some glittering scales, which is definitely a very, very good artifact for us to snag. And we, after defeating SKROLK, gain Plague Lash, so less resistance for our enemies, and that's all that really matters. Immunity to swamp attrition isn't too bad, though. His dreadful staff and the disease it spreads cannot save SKROLK from the righteous scourge of the Cowtide. Wild Hunt now seizes, so it's a prime opportunity for us to be striking Orion. Now we have dominated the world. The Cloven Ones cannot rest until all civilization relies in ruin. Everything noble is trampled beneath their blood-encrusted hooves. Now we need to start building up towards that 10,000 favor. That way we can actually grab our first set of Zangors. So attacking Chinon would be probably quite dangerous. There is likely all of the remaining forces hiding in there. We passed the threshold we needed to for the ritual. We have indeed. So let's actually go ahead and initiate the Ritual of Ruin at the Barrows. Which takes us up to Ruination level 4 and allows us to gain a new army, which we are going to grab here with Morghur. Beautiful stuff. Now we raise ourselves a new Beast Lord. I'm thinking absolutely a Doom Bull. And then this is who we're going to go ahead and replace with Torox. Let's go have the one that is perceptive for now. Doink. Just hop into the Barrows of Quilu, and then we'll give you some archers. 5 archers and some hound dogs. Could take the opportunity to give these units to Morghur, but I think he can just grab them on his own, so we'll just do that. We could give Warars the Gore Herd, but I think that belongs... How many Warars do we have in our civilization here? Probably a couple thousand. Anyone deserves Gore, it's Gorgoth, even if he is the father of the Ungor. A few of his followers have ascended, although we can't recruit them over here, so we just won't worry about that then. You've recruited your units back up. Let's have you go into the raiding stance. Over between. Same as we had previously. And Akbar can hang out right in front of him. Pretty kind of a greenskin shenanigans. Cool. And now we'll give you some more units. So you've got 4 archers. That doesn't sound like nearly enough. 2 more it is. Got no more ROR units either to use, which is sad, but we will make do. Right then. Weber Gorst. One of the lesser Gorst siblings. The Red Duke looks to be making for Tunis. Can you... Turis, not Tunis. Can you land? Maybe. This is always deceptive looking here. His army is doubtfully strong enough to deal with us. We'll have us switch back over into raiding stance, even though I'd really, really like to catch them in an ambush. Let's actually deploy a little bit closer to Martel. Might be able to respond to either one, though.
You're overruled.
I'm overruled. Let's move to the edge of Martel, then. Then that way, if they get caught in March or either way, it'll be quite a fun battle for us. Raiding class for more movement range and raiding. Not this time. Definitely gonna keep saving for the Shadowy Herdstone, but it does cost 10k, so let's go ahead and grab the Strong Survive in the meantime, which, and finally, extra Dread gain for battles plus 20%. Morghur. Well, it would likely be clever to set for a turn and wait. We are absolutely going to move to attack Austin, and we can decide to pull back if we need to. Just really depend on what's in the settlement. Gross. Settlement garrison is devastatingly powerful. It is a pretty good chance we could deal with this first army then, but we would be pretty quickly overrun by the settlement garrison. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fall back. We will set up in our Beastmen ambush in the same kind of crossroads we were previous. Then from here, we should be able to recruit back in those... Oh, we really can't, huh? How close are we to the barrows of Quilu? Almost there, so we'll just shoot a little bit towards there. That way we can actually grab in those Chaos Spawn we want. Chaos Spawn, I think we're also going to go ahead and grab an additional large unit, so Giant for this army. Hounds of Pestilence, I think you guys are finally going to go ahead and get the boot. I like my Spearmen for now, so... Hounds it is. Ooh, instead of kicking them out, let's recruit that group at Marars, so we'll go... Yo, wait. Are you underneath the Herdstone? He is a Mold Minotaur. Yeah, we'll grab the Beastman Giant here at Asif, and then we'll move that unit over to join up with Morghur. Cool. 200 more, and we gain our Brass Bull that will take your place there, my Warari friend. Stuff. Clan Pestilence, bring it. Alright, the Dark Moon has risen once more, so more asleep is ascendant, giving us the Solar Eclipse. Fantastic stuff. The extra post-battle loot is great. What we're just going to go for is the Dread gain per turn. Dropping cost is great. All damage units being fully replenished is also fantastic. Actually, we're going to go for this one this time. When one falls, everyone is back up to normal. Ah. Hello, SKROLK. And you disappeared and built up an army fast, didn't you? He's going to go up and try to take down Bastogne as quickly as he can. A very fair strategy. Now that we've got our Chaos Spawn in once more, they didn't get any kind of extra recruitment. How unfortunate. Swarm of Flies. Maniac Fighter. The Overhelm effect. Or just more armor. Maybe we want one of them with the more armor and the bonus fee large, and then one of them with the Overwhelm effect, since we are throwing down with the Skaven here. Overwhelm is great. It drops melee attack and reload by a huge amount. 40%. Go ahead and take the Chaos Armor on 1. Right? Swarm of Flies sounds fun too. You know, let's try something a little bit different. We'll have one that's Cloud of Flies and one that's a Maniac Fighter. We were throwing down both with the kind of corny upgrade last time. Or I guess whatever Chaos Armor is, maybe just more undivided. Either way, Maniac Fighter for you. no way we're going to be able to stop SKROLK from hitting Bastogne. Could go ahead and stop recruiting in this giant and use the beast paths to get over there. That's definitely his path. He has got laser eyes set on Bastogne. Red Duke is arriving on a Turris. And Mark is sprinting away. So they're trying all sorts of dastardly tactics to go after our birdstones. Fair enough. They have been very, very unfortunately failing left and right trying to deal with our main armies. We can just go ahead and deal with Corone while also in auto-resolve would be great. I think though we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Just keep ready here. Akbar, keep building up your forces. We'll go ahead and quell the animosity that is popping on up. I think all you really need is a couple more hounds. More hound dogs. And they should be able to overwhelm Corone just with their combined might and auto-resolve. We're gonna try to beast path back. Can't make it. Now, can Turris defend itself? It actually looks like the port has minimized our defenses quite a bit here. It's a bit spooky. What we'll want to do then is try to wait for Walkadeer then. Or do we just want to hit Martell now? I refuse. I think we can handle it. Let's raid our way back on over here. If he attacks, he will have to either choose to sack or claim the settlement. If he sacks the Herdstone, then he still, I don't think, is able to get back out to sea, so we should be able to deal with that no problem. And losing our Herdstone is, or getting a Herdstone sacked is not nearly as big of a deal. Alright, Morghur, now you move in. Let's start destroying the area. Cause some attrition on all of these armies. Actually, a pretty hefty margin. They're going to be forced to come over here and fight Morghur, or else we'll stay here in the crossroads. Perfect. Bunch of kind of sitting around and waiting for now, but that is the way when we're setting up some ambushes.
What?
We grab any
Pestilent aura.
piece for money?
Speak.
No. Not this time. Alright, finally some action. Volmir has appeared and he started to raid. Too bad we don't like you as much as we don't like the greenskins. Come here, Volmir, we need the dread. We will let Orgoth handle the fight. I mean, that is some dangerous units. They even have some Chosen of Slaanesh. Good thing we've got an auto-resolve. Are you gonna delete any of my units? Doesn't look like it. Exactly. Let's go ahead and sacrifice them because we need the gold. Now we get back to raiding. We get a bit closer to Hotmouth because we know Grom is back and building up. Back and building up. People just keep replenishing into this army then. A few more archers sounds good, because at least they have the bonus to the infantry when they run out of arrows. Not amazing in combat, but they at least can dish out some pretty decent damage. The Red Duke is being a coward. Who'd have guessed? And we sneak by. Try to catch him in an ambush. Either way, we should be able to reinforce. We'll have to do our best to hold off from grabbing any more upgrades to our horde encampments, but we can come on in here and finally grab ourselves a brass bull. Now we've confederated with the Slaughterhorn tribe. We actually have to deal with the Confederation issues? Really? Joining of herds. Confederations for Beastmen is a good thing. Cool to see some of the other Order factions actually able to handle Confederation. Like maybe the Empire and Cathay. That's excellent. Now, we come on in and replace our normal Minotaur Lord here. We can actually click on him, as he is hiding underneath the settlement. We are going to have him go in the beast paths. It looks like I have to deal with SKROLK going after Bastone. I trust that they can hold the line, so I'm actually going to bring him over to help Morghur. We're just going to move them as far as we can, and then we'll replace the army with Koroks. That way they're not stuck in one spot. We'll hidden encampment down. That way the rats don't try to attack him directly. We have no real clue where SKROLK is hiding. He could be just about anywhere here. Not quite a ninja rat, but he tries his best. And we now replace you with Koroks, or do we have to wait a few turns? Really, how many turns do we have to wait? Just the one. Not be recruited from here, they must be recruited from a valid location. Oh, he's already got 18 skill points. Hopefully they've been passed out into good areas. Find out together. We can send him off for re-education, but it does take a few turns. We'll be out of commission for even a few more. Oh, we weren't quite fast enough to get the quest battle for the Rune Tortured Axes either. Sad day, but that means gives us even more chance to, or more reason to play a Koroks campaign later on. I'm here for. Alright, let's give Kevin his skills then. I think he's the retinue trainer, sounds great, so 200 extra experience gain per turn. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so save up our gold. We should be gaining almost enough next turn, if not at exactly what we need. Beautiful. Who's been moved? See, that's because he is causing their whole army to attrition, which is hilarious. They build up forces and they wither away just as fast. We'll wait for our reinforcements and then we smash in together. Alright, so Grom comes on over and we're actually going to lose the fight. That is how much he has beefed up his gobos. He's got 60 melee attack on just some normal forest goblins. It's goofy. Alright, well, it gives us a valiant defeat. No ambush for us, and we will be throwing down with a regenerative Grom. What's wrong with your stats? I mean, thankfully we should be hitting him an absolute ton, but I don't trust it one bit. Akbar and Korgoth versus the Paunch. Let it begin. Alright, so we'll start deployment. Thankfully we have an absolute ton of arrows to throw at them, so we can even kind of just ignore the trolls, let them get bogged down in our spears, and let our archers tear apart his forest combos. Which is absolutely going to be the plan. So we will go ahead and pull everyone back behind this here farmhouse. Pull these two back a bit further. Alright. Get everyone in the archer line I want. There we go. Spears up front to catch them. The Bestigor halberdiers are going to be fantastic. We have a lot of forest goblins coming across the field, and our spear gore are not going to last long at all. So halberdier, Bestigor in the center here. Still have you on foot, which is perfect. Not for fighting against Grom, but for fighting against everything else. We'll have all the hound dogs waiting in the wings on this side here. Trying not to be spotted. into maximum sneak mode, hounds, and then we'll have you, a big beautiful Cygor, launching rocks at whoever he can. That'll begin. Them in a group. Infantry. Oh, hey, put him with the archers. Cygor go with our lord, and then all the speedy boys. Wait, how many units did you spawn in? Well, is that something that the greenskins have the capability of doing? How many biggins did you spawn in for yourself, too? Is this just like the fightingness bar that determines greenskin free biggin spawns? I'm gonna wait for my reinforcements. No reason not to. We're gonna blob up, and then I'm gonna have my hover go way wide. 27 seconds. We'll speed that along. Take a look at our big, lovely moo here. There he comes. Morghur the Doom Bull. Let's bring you over towards Akbar. You two together should be able to clobber Rom. We'll see though, won't we? Bring the normal gore in between. Fill in those gaps. More spear gore where we can. Quickly get everyone deployed, don't we? You three back in here. Slightly behind them. 2 other units of archers. Come on, we can... You can fit. If not, like, that will work just fine. And back here. All of their speed units need to get moving quite quickly. We move at Centigore. Hounds come over into the woods then. Centigore and bulls this way. Perfect. And now we'll get everyone in their units. But you guys go with group 2, that is. Archers all with 3 and in guard mode. All the speedy boys go with 4. Alright, Grom, what say you? Bray Shaman, you just go ahead and initiate this with a little bit of Manticore goodness. Then just go ahead and fall back to our line. Manticore, go activate their units for me by dancing around in those gobbo archers. You can make it. Centigore should be well faster than everything except for Grom himself, so let's come on over. Minotaur back into the woods. The great weapon, Centigore then. Manticore, do your thing. All the archers and the biggins together, which makes sense. We're not scared of it either way. Oh no, the forest goblins have been spotted. Let's look at this one. That should just force the enemy to come over after us. Take notice of our units. Where is my Cygor? You can come over and help out too. These forest goblins are a nuisance. What kind of skills do they have? 25% physical resistance is a lot. It immediately disintegrated as soon as it hit the field. That makes sense. They got a couple kills, 2. Awesome. Sending 1 unit over, which works for me. One by itself, that is a horrible job. Nope, you're fired. We'll have Akbar and these group come up, and we should be able to run that unit of spears right over. Really? Rom, you are aware you attacked me, right? Are they really falling back to his line? Word. Throw some stuff at him. Yeah, you can't hit them properly now. Some of the unit stays in position, and so he doesn't actually throw at them right, which is hilarious. not for the right reasons. Go ahead, pull away from their archer line. You should get, and there should be no chance of being caught. You are Centaur. We'll just bring the Cygor back. Rather than throw rocks at any of these trolls, he's just likely gonna hit the wall. Or the hit the trees. What weird advance they're doing. Just keep wounding these forest goblins then. 60 lethal poison damage is a lot. Decided to eliminate a few units and nothing more. See if you can get a rock through there, although I don't think it's going to be very possible, so let's just fall back. Got them pretty well deployed away from one another. They know exactly where those hounds are, so let's go ahead and pull them back towards our lines so they don't get taken out. Rotate a bit. Once they're close enough, we'll just send in the lords, minotaurs and things. Go ahead and try to chuck a rock at them. Doom will go get them. Just allow them to come to us. In fact, hounds, go over and go after those forest goblins. Yeah, a couple hundred hounds, even weakened, is a lot. More than we need. Fully surround. Have you start chucking rocks at this group of goblins. Or smash in, and that should scare them away. Allowing the hounds to rip them apart. Just fall back. We'll bring these Centaur up with, because they can harass these stone trolls. Find the line. Amber spear towards these stone trolls. Oh, I forgot about the spider riders. They're right there. What our hounds do. Excellent micro me. We're gonna turn. Pop. No real reason to go for bare knuckle boxing with these guys. Our hounds were completely sacrificed there. Not very well either. Pull them back behind our line if possible. Spellcaster. Would you like to Curse of Iran here, these stone trolls? Thank you kindly. Try to take them down quickly, and then we'll grab the Centaurs with the axes. Just bring them out here. Our Archer Gore switch sides. Pull everyone now behind our lines. We will Flock of Doom in on all of these gobbos, which is just lovely. Give him some 100% miscast chance. Damage resistance is pretty good. Let's give that to our Doom Bull here, who should be trying to flee. Beefy alive. We're getting dragged into combat pretty aggressively there. Hound dogs through. Just have all of the archers started fire on Grom. Not really going for the flank, which is interesting. We'll pull spears in, have the Ungor herd try to rush out and go after those Gobbo archers. We'll go around. Another Block of Doom. And we'll grab a Manticore as well. Joy Withering Doom. Could be enough, even too much, even for Grom. Then the bare knuckle boxing. Pull away, you guys start smashing through these archers. Sounds great. Hounds are getting ripped apart, so let's pull the Gore away from that nonsense there. No reason not to get our charge bonus. Grom is obnoxiously impossible to take down. Slowly but surely building up the chaotic roar. We'll just send you guys into bog down. Actually, go after Grom. Smash into these biggins. Just watch the absolute hailfire of arrows. Their accuracy shouldn't matter when there's a couple hundred of them. Alright, where's my spellcaster? Go away from the front lines, and we'll just drop another block of doom here. Followed by a Wysons on all of these lads. Minotaurs, you retreat away from these archers here. No reason to take free damage. Minotaurs, you roll through these gobbo archers. We'll just bring you guys back to chuck axes at them. Should work out very well. Morghur, go pop someone on the head. And let's smash into these forest gobbos here. Activate the Filth Mace. Rip and tear. This does indeed stink. You chuck your rocks at these trolls. Grom is still fighting. I asked SKROLK's man rippers to go after Grom, but if you can go after these trolls instead, that's also just fine. Be able to body them. Grom's running for the hills. Let's grab all of our archers here and have them fire on these stone trolls. Our Minotaurs got destroyed by goblin archers. They're enough. Should have known better than to trust them against Grom's pack. Drop in another block of doom here. You guys moving into your thing. Beastmen roar, bare knuckle brawling. Even the elite archers there should stand no chance. Chuck some rocks at these trolls. Morgoth, you come over and clobber them. Out and back in for another charge. There it is. I mean, still, it was pretty scary, wasn't it? Rom juices his goblins to extreme measure. Lovely charge, which is fairly impotent. Quite embarrassing there, Frog Hooves. But there they go. A very late charge. These biggins. Looks like we've got them. Let's have all of our archers who have arrows left fire on these stone trolls. Let's keep them bogged down for a moment. Few white flags, and there's the win. See if we can have you drag down a few more stone trolls while all of our other gore hunt down the goblin menace. I'll put you all in a moment. Still an absolute battle. We ended up losing some of our Beastmen Warhounds again. It's just the way. Fighting Grom is always a nightmare. Thankfully, we didn't lose our Minotaurs or any of the more important units, although we almost lost our Sons of Goros there. We will take the extra gold. Thank you. I take heart, then you die. And now the World Walkers have decided we are a nuisance. Bring it on, Wolfric. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Alright, into event Gluttony. Herd is noisome and disgruntled. More so than usual, even. They resent having to worship the Herdstone for yet another night instead of desiring to feast and overindulge. Say you, Lord, night of feasting, or some more leadership, or a night of worship you beasts? Nah, it's a night of feasting time. We will lose a little bit of our corruption, but gain some leadership. Aiden Unleashed. Perfect, we've summoned enough units now. And we've gained Orc's Bane. After bullying a few of Rom's armies enough. Sounds about right, so he's come on back now. Start building up again. So is Haunt Mount part of Corone? It is, and he's able to gain a whole bunch of obnoxious units here, so he gets 2 units of Biggins through the stakes. That's pretty crazy. Just some extra free units. We need to deal with Corone quickly. I think the way we do that is we have Akbar here. Just start the siege. Morghur behind him raiding. Start putting up some towers. We'll just 3 of those for now. We'll go into the Ruination stance. You raid on over. Grom should be unable to reinforce, and even if he is, hopefully he can't pull any units from Corone, and that's what he's currently trying to do. We'll see though, won't we? We are at the 13k, so we can come on in here and grab any of our challenges, the Dark Gods, that would normally cost gold. Is the Shadowy Hearthstone worth grabbing before some of these others here? Interesting call. There are such good ones. All of the ones that are almost game-ending, or game-changing, rather, are all going to be 10k worth. Shamanism, replenishment rate, speed. And that's just more summons for the transformation of Caden. Fair enough. Yeah, these are great, but I think we do want to grab our Shadowy Hearthstone now. We've got both the Howling and Shadowy, but we need the better archers for sure. And Chosen Zangors will be that. Alright, now are we able to grab Torox's forces here with more ours, or do we have to recruit him through a different means? Since it's a horde, we have to recruit it differently? Yeah, it looks like we do. So let's go ahead and have you drop off units we want with Morghur. And I think we can summon Torox here with Morghur. So we will give up... I think we're going to give up one of our Hounds of Pestilence. Let's give up one of our Ungor Raider for the... Of course we didn't switch them over for the Giant. Oh no, they're dissatisfied. Whatever shall we do? You're getting disbanded, my friend. Then before we do dismantle this building at 2400. Go ahead and demolish his dugout and then kick him out of the army. And then we'll recruit in Torox. Looks like the rats have all retreated from Chinon, which is exactly what we want to see. They took far too much attrition, so they're going to try to build up somewhere else. And it looks like Orion has come on in and started to drop kick them from behind. Which I'd love to see. Where's the best place for another blood ground? Really, there's not a lot of good options here. We can just quickly burn through this area, though, so let's go ahead and attack. Chinon that would have just about the same no matter what here, so we can smash Chinon and have Torox go the other way. I am going to raid for one more turn, though. The garrison hasn't taken any attrition, and they are a pretty tough one. Looks like you are no longer demolishing. No, you currently are, which is perfect. Give us a free 2400 gold. It is quite amusing that still works. This was an old Spiffing Brit video. I don't know if it's quite as useful or quite as effective as it used to be, but it might be exactly the same with no changes. Gorgoth will grab Blessed by Evil. Keep moving down to your blue line. Let's grab Eruption here for more attrition caused on all of the greenskins in the area. Akbar. Got Manbane or Rune of the True Beast. This is the exact same as what our boy Morghur has. Okay. And then we can, from there, buff up one of the chosen units. Very cool. And then allow him to have one of this kind of special abilities from them as well. Seems like corn corruption's not good for you, but we're gonna ignore all that. Corn corruption's the best. We'll grab Manbane. And then give him a Talisman of Preservation. You have earned it. You can combine up these Obsidian Lodestones and gain a Man Gelder. It saps the strength of the mind as well as body. -4 leadership is always amazing. We'll drop that here with you as well. See about scaring off all these greenskins hiding in Castle Corone. Perfect. And welcome a little bit to the future. I have been messing up the outros so much today, both for this and Akari. We shall dub this henceforth as the Day of the Defiled outro. For now, though, I am out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Morghur the Shadowgave campaign. If you enjoyed today's episode, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub zone. See you all next one.